Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. As the title suggests, we're going to be showcasing some of the weird bugs and glitches that occurred during Teamfight Tactics gameplay. Now, to be fair, the game hasn't been out for that long, I guess, but it's still funny to take a look at some of the weird things that can occur during our everyday gameplay. Now, it's just important to quickly note that none of these are in any particular order by any means, and are more so just to show off for fun. Also, all credits are always linked down below so you guys can go watch the original sources. So here I have 10 to make a nice and well-rounded list. If you guys do enjoy the video, then consider hitting that like button and maybe subscribe. But anyhow, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Starting off the list, our first glitch is, well, I mean, it's kind of graves. Kind of graves, long-limbed graves, posted by Sebastiwinkle on Reddit. We can see Graves' model completely freak out into some weird League of Legends and Waluigi hybrid. I'm not too sure exactly how this happened or what happened, but it's definitely something straight out of my nightmares, that's for sure. Though, because of how funny it would look, I kinda low-key want it to happen in my game. Have you guys had something like this happen in your game? I've never seen a model freak out this bad before. At number 2, we have Lucian walking straight off of the board like it's no one's business. Taking a stroll off of the arena to take a break from the action, maybe take a breath from the insane RNG he just witnessed. I have no idea, but on a serious note, I'm curious as to how this played out. I really do wish I had more than just an image to go off of. Like, did he fight? Did he walk back onto the board? Or did he just stay outside the entire time doing nothing else? Either way, it's definitely extremely odd. Just wish I had a little bit more to go off of here. Anyways, moving from there on to number 3. Well, this one is funny, and I mean, it's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in any game, and it's one of the most wackiest glitches. Somehow, an allied Fiora turned against her own team, gaining an enemy health bar and completely turning during the match to deal real, physical, actual hit point damage to her own team. I have no idea how this is possible, even though it's a glitch. I mean, it's mind-blowing because I don't understand how a glitch could go so wrong to the point that your own allied unit becomes an enemy unit and turns against you. Like, this is some freaky shit. I have no idea how that happened, but definitely my favorite glitch on the list just because of how crazy it is. Anyways, at number 4, we have this lovely streamer placing 19 champions on the board. I mean that, like, seriously, a game-breaking glitch, placing 19 champions on the board, even though it's insane, game-breaking, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. Now, I'm not too sure how this was done, but obviously it was extremely game-breaking and was patched by Riot quite swiftly. Can't really help but imagine the crazy team comps that could have been made with this though. I mean, could you imagine? Anyways, game-breaking, glad it's patched and over with. Moving from there, at number 5, we have none other than Shifter. I'm hesitant to tell you guys what occurs since the beauty comes from watching what happens the first time, so play the clip.
Fucking guys? Is this gonna be a draw and I lose? Wait, what? This is gonna be a draw and I lose? Hello? No way, dude. Are you serious? No.
I mean, literally, I feel so bad for this guy, getting wrecked by Riot as this glitch occurs at the absolute worst time possible, when every single unit just decides, nah, I ain't hitting no one, I'm just gonna stop right here. I mean, this sucks. It brings Shifters to his ultimate demise, and I couldn't help but laugh so hard as the enemy completely makes a 180 and then he dabs, knowing that the glitch was here to stay, granting him the luckiest victory he has probably ever received. While technically this would be the 6th glitch on the list, we're going to give it as a bonus. So I'm not counting this as the 6th glitch. This is straight up a bonus because it's not the best bug, but nonetheless, I think it's worth showing off. Here we have Skara finding a very interesting Elise bug in which Elise's spider spawned on the board while Elise was placed in the holding at the bottom. Funniest of all is how the spider literally spawned next to her and cannot be placed on the board separately. I mean, it would have been funny if she could be sold or placed on the board. It's just a really scuffed up glitch with no real benefit except some laughter, so I thought it was worth showing off, but you know, it didn't really deserve its own spot. But regardless, we can move on from there onto the real number 6, which frankly is quite hilarious and unexplainable as some random players, Mordekaiser, seemingly vanish from his board and onto Karth's board over there. Then, as he stands waiting for the fight to begin, we see him sprinting off and away from the screen as Mord makes his extremely long and tiring journey across the boards until he finds himself back to where he belongs. Funny enough is it's right in the nick of time to save the day from Krugs. I don't know, talk about timing, but all around it was definitely a very odd and weird glitch, but honestly, so funny to say the least. And number 7, bringing it back down to Reddit, we have a less exciting bug that actually leads to anger and frustration, which is of course insanely annoying. At the time of writing this, the bug is only 4 to 8 hours old, but I'd hope that by the time you're watching it, it's been fixed, since, you know, there's usually a week or two after these scripts are written that you guys actually see the video. But anyways, what happens exactly is a little bit unknown, but for the most part, what happens is usually if you're granted a unit when your bench is already full, it can cause some sort of weird glitch to occur with Hex Tech, in which it completely bugs out and disables all of your items permanently, not allowing you to literally use them for the remainder of the match, and this will usually cause you to lose, of course, in some weird unfair manner. Keep in mind, I'm not 100% sure what causes this bug, as again, when I'm writing this 4 hours ago, it's nothing. I can only read Reddit comments based off of experience, but I'm 100% sure that this is horrible and it causes unfair losses. Man, hopefully it's patched by the time you guys are watching it. If it is, leave it in the comments down below. And if it happened to you while it wasn't patched, tell us your horror story. On to number 8, we can look at something a little bit more lighthearted and funny again, as Elise just couldn't slow down her spawning and filled the entire board with spiders. Obviously extremely creepy. I couldn't help but wish this was a video, though, instead of an image. That would have made it more creepy. But regardless, it's a glitch in which when you give Elise the demon item in battle, it will make her spawn more spiderlings, and it basically fills the mana bar back up and makes her spam them just over and over and over. Super odd, kind of satisfying, kind of creepy. But hey, it's been long patched, so you guys will never witness it live in game. And number 9, we have a glitch that occurred a month back, but it was extremely broken and actually ruined the game for many players. An item that was supposed to have a 100% drop rate was simply, well, not dropping. And worst of all is that it occurred frequently and to many players. I mean, imagine having such bad luck in an RNG based game that your 100% drop rate item simply doesn't drop. I mean, kind of iconic, ironic, and funny, but of course Riot was quite quick to respond and fix things, and it's all good now, but the thought is still funny nonetheless. Moving from there, at number 10, last but not least, we have Gangplank with a hilarious bug to end off this list. Here we can see Gangplank begin the battle by tossing his barrel to every corner of the board somehow, and then he triggers it before throwing another one super far away. This may seem fine and dandy until he blows it up and spams a million other barrels in rapid fire, all exploding them one after the other like some insane machine gun. Now, this is definitely quite the interaction that was oddly pleasing to watch. Also, won't lie, kind of wish this insane barrage of barrels happened mid-fight, but this glitch will do just fine in serving as our very last one. Now, before wrapping up the video, I do want to mention that just 30 days ago, TFT was extremely broken during one patch, or at least one phase of a patch, where Pyke with double frozen hearts could create extremely odd interactions where champions would stand there as if they were stunned, but they actually weren't. Akali was also bugged at one point with 100% critical strike, which is also super odd. And I just wanted to wrap up by saying there's actually a ton of small bugs and glitches that can really ruin the gameplay experience in TFT. It's just something to note. If you guys know other bugs, leave them down below. We can easily make a part 2 of this video with like another 30 bugs. Let me know how I can improve these videos. I really want to make them the best that they can be, I promise you that. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. It really does mean a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.